Hello, my name is Mukesh Bekanna. As we have seen question answer in last period, now thinking about language on page number 24, 25, and 26. There are nouns in the text, formation, government, which are formed from the corresponding verbs, form and government. As you know, it is called word building. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb. From the one particular words we can make, not all have to write same. We must learn this, have to write noun then, make it adjective from the noun we have to make verb, adjective, adverb. So we must learn this word building. Then it is possible that we can use proper word. Where to use noun, where to use adjective, where to use verb. Then it is possible that we can get mastery in grammar, and without mastery in grammar, we cannot make our language strong, powerful. And if our language is not strong or powerful, then we cannot create that type of impression on the audience, the listener. That is why it is necessary to give emphasis on grammar concerned with the exam as well as in the society. We are using the words, but proper words very few person. It is said that English is among the easiest language to speak badly but most difficult to use well. That we must think, that we must realize, that we have to think about it, that very few person, around 5-10% people speak correct English. That is why we must think about the particular words which we should keep in mind. Clear? By C. Suffixion at or meant, there may be change in the spelling of some word, noun, per such as rebel, rebellion, constitute, constitution. See, rebel is verb, rebellion is noun, constitute is verb, constitution is noun. So we must learn, see, noun, rebellion, then verb C, rebel. Constitution, noun, constitute, verb. So when we want to use the particular verb, we must use rebel, and we have to use noun, then we have to write rebellion. From rebel it become rebellion. Adding C, a TION adding, and constitute C, TION add. So rebellion is noun, rebel is verb. Constitution is noun, constitute is verb. Like this is noun, verb. Noun, rebellion, verb, rebel, noun, constitution, verb, constitute. Noun, formation, verb, form, government, then govern. We use this word Gujarat government, Indian government, and govern means to rule. That is verb. Obligation, oblige. Transformation, transform. We know transformation or transform this sentence, change. Discrimination, then discriminate. Discrimination is noun, discriminate is verb. Then deprivation is noun, deprive is verb. Demonstrations, then demonstrate. Operation, then oppress, and imagination, then imagine. See, on the right side given all are verb, on the left side given that is noun. Verb, as you know, first, second and third form is there. Present form means first form, past tense form V2, what you call it other words, and past participle V3, third form of the verb. That is, we find of the verb. Noun not. Noun first, second, third form is not there. Noun generally singular or plural. That you know. Clear? So when we ask this question, giving that rebellion and written in bracket that change into verb, or give the verb form of, then rebellion given noun, then we have to write rebel. Constitution given, then we have to write constitute. That means we have changed noun into verb. That we must keep in mind. And like this opposite also giving give the noun form of govern, then government. Noun form of oblige, then obligation. Noun form of transform, then transformation. Like this also asking, it is also very important for us to learn it properly. Second, have you some more example of the used with proper names? Try to say what this sentence means. You may consult a dictionary if you wish. Look at the entry for the. See, the you know is the article. Which special use is there? See, Mr. Singh regularly invites the Amitabh Bachchans and the Shah Rukh Khans to his parties. Mr. Singh regularly invites the Amitabh Bachchan and the Shah Rukh Khan to his parties. Keep in mind both the names, against both the names, the is used, which shows particular higher importance. Generally, the is not used or less used with the proper noun, but special for the special persons, they can use this particular noun. Second, many people think that Madhuri Dixit is the Madhubala of our times. Many people think that Madhuri Dixit is the comparison. See, comparison with the another actress Madhubala who is famous. That is why the is used with Madhubala. That is special use of the. See, history is not only the story of the Alexanders, the Napoleons and the Hitler, but of ordinary people as well. See, against the name of Alexander, against the name of Napoleons, the is used. That shows that it is special use of the. This means, see the answer, that Mr. Singh regularly invites famous personalities as of the caliber of Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan to his parties. See why it is used. Caliber, that you know, capable. That is why this particular words the is used against Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan in first sentence. Second thing, this means that Madhuri Dixit is compared to a landmark is in acting in the form of legendary actress Madhubala. As you know, legendary actress, very famous actress. That is why the is used against Madhubala. The is not used against Madhuri Dixit. See. This third one, this means that history is not only the story of the great fighters and leaders such as Alexander, Napoleon and Hitler, but also of ordinary people, also of common people. This particular history is used that shows that particular word, particular against the person's name, it is used properly, it is used highly, and we must take into consideration about this particular point, that was we must keep in mind that the use of the is very important, and that is why it is used against the particular persons who has higher capacity. Now see on the right side, number 3, match the italicized phrases in column A with the phrases nearest meaning in column B. See, match A with B. That italicized phrase returning that black words and have to find the particular meanings from B. That shows that phrase also important in grammar. As you know, the shortest form of the sentence, that is word, then coming phrase, that coming clause, and then coming sentence. First word, second phrase, third clause, and fourth sentence. Directly, words write in any way. It is not sentence. We should follow the English formula: subject plus verb plus object, and it clarify the clear meaning. It is a sentence. Writing in any way, it is not sentence. Clear? Now see, I was not unmindful of the fact. See the A side, first one. I was not unmindful of the fact. See from B sides, had not forgotten, was aware of the fact. Means I remember, was not careful about the fact, or forgot, or was not aware of the fact. Which meaning from A side same as from B side. So the answer is first one. I was not unmindedly of the fact. That means I had not forgotten, was aware of the fact. I was not forgotten, was aware of the fact. That means I remember the fact. I did not forget. So from A side, this particular phrase meaning, from B side, that is first one, I had not forgotten. Clear? That we should keep in mind. Next, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits. A side C. Again, when my comrades, friends, and I were pushed to our limit. C beside, pushed by the guards to the way, to the wall. We took more than our share of beatings and felt that we could not endure the suffering any longer. Answer third one. When my comrades and I were pushed to our limit, limit that you know, limitation is there. That means I felt that we could not endure. Endure means bear the suffering any longer. Now, if any person telling further, we cannot bear, we cannot tolerate, because there is limit for us to listen now. If any person speaks longer, we cannot endure it, we cannot bear it. That we must keep in mind. That is what we want to see, that is what we learn to eat the particular phrase meaning, it shows that if we know this particular sentence and its meaning, then we can understand it properly, otherwise not. Very clear meaning of this particular word that we must keep in mind. Number 3, to reassure me and keep me going. Number 3, to reassure me and keep me going. That means reassure me and keep me going, support me. See, make me go on walking, keep me continue, help the continue to live in hope in this very difficult situation, and make me remain without complaining. Answer second, help me continue to live in hope of this very difficult situation. Reassure, again telling, giving confidence, assure that you know, promise, reassure, promise me, support me, help me, and keep me going, give me support so that I shall keep it continue. So the clear answer of this particular phrase, that is, help me continuing to live in hope in this very difficult situation. When our situation is difficult and when we have to pass or we have to observe this, we must keep in mind that we need the help or support of other persons, then and then we can keep continue about this particular matter, this particular point, that we must learn this. We must keep it continue. Then and then it is possible to observe this, to keep our path clearly, to walk on this path continue, and we must think about it that it needs another person's support to make it clear, that we must think about it. Fairness, that is, we must observe it, we must think about it, we must learn this particular phrase and meaning. Clear? Number 4, the basic and honorable freedom of earning my keep. The basic and honorable freedom of earning my keep. See, earning enough money to live on, keeping what I earn, and getting a good salary. The answer is earning enough money to live on. First one, the answer is keeping what I earn, that means what I earn, keep it continue, and getting a good salary, higher amount, that is both not, but first one, earning enough money to live on this particular matter, this particular thing, we must keep in mind. First one, see, the answer also given last, see, then we realize, see, are giving answer. See, first one, I was not unmindful of the fact, sit beside, had not forgotten what aware of the fact when my contracts and I were pushed to our limit, felt that we could not endure the suffering any longer, and to reassure me and keep me going, that means help me continue to live in hope in this very difficult situation. And last, the basic and honorable freedoms of earning my keep, that means earning enough money to live on. That is particular point, that is the particular thing that we should keep in mind. We must pay attention towards the particular phrase and what does it mean. Play a very important role in our particular grammar section, and without mastery of the grammar section we must not think about the mastery of the language. We must realize that this particular grammar point we learn properly, then and then it is possible that we must keep in mind this particular point in this way so that we can learn properly and we can remember easily. Otherwise, it is very difficult for us to learn it and to think. If we are poor or weak in grammar, we cannot score the marks. Without grammar, it is quite impossible. If you take any grammar points, if you do not have mastery, if you take the example of active passive, direct, indirect, do as directed, this particular word building noun, adjective, adverb, verb, we must learn this. Then and then we get mastery of it. We must know what is noun, how we can make, what is verb, how can we make, what is adjective. As you know, noun has as you know also 5 kinds: proper, common, material, collective, and abstract, that you learn in 8th standard and 6th standard and 8th standard also. Types of noun. Then now that you know 5 kinds: proper, common, material, collective, and abstract. Proper noun is our name, particular name, that is proper. Common, apply to particular caste, students, teachers, school, common noun. Material, that in the form of liquid or in the form of mass we cannot count. That is material noun. That petrol, diesel, oil, rice, wheat. Collective nouns which we find in group. Many are there. For example, bunch of grapes, bunch of bananas, herd, mob. The thing particular, more than 2-5 things are there. Collective noun. And last, that is abstract noun, which we cannot see, we cannot touch, we feel and experience. Pity, suffering. Many abstract nouns are there. Enjoy. Joy is there, as you know. Joy, laughter, happiness. These are the nouns which we cannot touch, we cannot carry with us. Fever, poverty, but we can feel and experience, that is abstract noun. Verb, that who perform the particular activity done by us, that is called verb. Adjective is a word which adds some meaning to the noun. He is a rich man, then rich is adjective. Man is noun, adding some meaning to the noun. He is man, then it is common, nobody has any attraction, but he is rich man. Rich is adjective, which adds some meaning to the noun man. Student, naturally, who goes to the school or who studies is called student, but clever is adjective. Poor student, poor is adjective. Adjective is a word which adds some meaning to the noun. Adverb, adding some meaning particular to the word. Walk fast, fast is adverb, adding some meaning to the word. Walk is the word. I speak fluently, fluently is adverb, speak is verb, adding some meaning to the verb, it is called adverb. Yes, in this way, it play a very important role to learn grammar, and without it, we cannot understand it properly. Clear? This brings the end of this particular lecture and end of this particular lesson also. Question answer, long question answer that it is difficult to explain, so it should be prepared by you properly. Clear? In homework, this particular page you have to write one time and you have to learn this particular lessons of particular page. You have to write it completely. Clear? One time only. Read 3 times and write 1 time in homework. Okay? New lesson will be taken in next lecture. Thank you. Bye. See you.